I recently had the opportunity to go to the Murphy Car Museum in Oxnard, California. On this particular Sunday, they were featuring vintage and brand new Airstreams, and I just couldn't pass up the chance. This one caught my eye when I first entered the museum. It was a restored Airstream. I talked to the owner, and it took him over 6 years to put this together. I imagine what it looked like. But you can see from the license plate, this dates all the way back to the early 50s, in fact, 1951. You can see it's got a nice awning and patio set up, and it just looks like a marvelous way to relax. And when you think about how old this is, what tremendous shape it is, and still eye-catching today. This particular model is called the Clipper, and you can see the great metal work on the outside. Have a chance to go in, and he's completely restored the bathrooms. All the electronics have been redone, state-of-the-art equipment inside. And at the end of the day, who wouldn't want a shaker and two glasses? A lot of Art Deco touches throughout the trailer. This by far was the most intriguing of all the trailers I saw that day. The cabinetry work, the upholstery, everything, the flooring was just first class. I mean, look at the detail, the oven, the clock, coffee cups, and a nice coffee press for first things in the morning. Then you move to some of the newer things and you look at the couches and the setups. I looked at this and I thought, this is nicer than apartments that we had when we were first married. Then I talked to owners of newer models, listen to what they have to say.
It was they bought it from a dealer on I-5 up in Los Banos, and they didn't want anything to do with it, so they took it back to the dealer and said, can you consign it for us? And we found it on Craigslist and asked them if they still had it, and then we drove up and looked at it one weekend, and they had the air conditioning on, and so our first trip was in their parking lot. We spent the night in it. And
so it had like no miles?
None.
So somebody thought it was a good
used it
idea.
and just got rid of it.
Wow. So you really didn't have to do
I haven't
that.
done anything. I put some LED lights in to reduce the power usage.
Yeah.
And I changed the batteries in it. All the trailers come with two 12-volt lead acid batteries, and you get maybe 3 years out of them. And they wear down really fast when you're camping with your water pump and your heater and everything. So
right.
I pulled the batteries out and put two golf cart batteries in it.
Smart.
6 volts.
Smart.
Wired them in series instead of parallel.
Right.
And they'll last 10 years, and I never even noticed the usage go down because they're gel batteries, and they're bulletproof.
You didn't look at marine batteries?
Then I visited with this couple. Check this out. Flat screen TVs, temperature gauges for air conditioning and heat, beautiful sleeping quarters.
Okay.
So the other models that only have front bedrooms, some of them only have rear bedrooms. This particular model comes with a front or a rear, your choice.
Okay.
The people next door, you'll see their doors at the back. The doors at the back, the bedrooms in the front, the doors in the front, the bedrooms
Oh,
in
okay.
the back.
Yeah, I was
The
trying
doors
to
walk into your dinette.
Oh, okay. All right.
So in the front bedrooms, your dinette's in the back, and that's where the door is.
Okay.
So you had some questions?
25 foot.
25 foot.
It's the international model. They have different models.
Oh, okay. So
2014.
okay. So there's several different types of 25 footers.
Yes.
Okay.
There's a flying cloud. They have one inside. I don't know if it's a 25 foot or not. They have a flying cloud, which is a little less fancy. Then they have one that's called the land yacht, which is way expensive. There's all this fancy wood cabinets and
Yeah.
everything. you know.
Okay. So it's just more bling.
Yeah, more bling.
Yeah.
You don't want to get that thing dirty.
Probably not.
You take it to
Yeah.
your yacht club and
Park it there.
Yeah.
Go online. Here.
It was a great chance to talk to people like you, and you know, I think what's great about the Airstreams is you see vehicles that aren't these monster things pulling them. They just, you know, you'll see a Toyota FJ Cruiser
Yeah.
pulling one, and
I
I
see
realize
some people pull them with Land Rovers and cars, and it's amazing. We would never do that. We have a 3/4 ton pickup.
that's what I'm kind of. They say you can do half, and I'm hearing 3/4 ton from lots of people.
The smaller
this
trailers.
is 7,300 pounds.
In a truck, because they wanted to give you as much living space as possible. So there's not a huge amount of storage. There is storage under the bed.
Right.
There are a couple of storages outside, some storage down here, but you can't put a lot of stuff in there.
You don't want it. You're not taking your house camping.
Now, I realize too, design-wise, Airstream's one of the types that don't have the push-outs, and you see that
They
popular
used to.
Okay.
No longer.
Do you miss that, or?
Never had it. Don't want it. It's
Okay.
a leak waiting to happen.
Oh, okay.
Now,
Yeah.
a lot, they're very popular in fifth wheels and like
Yeah, you see-
these Airstreams do have to pop out.
Right, right.
But
Gotta push
Airstream
it
did
forward.
that, and they gave away. They stopped doing it because of the aluminum construction. There's a lot of weight on those pull-outs.
Yeah, okay.
And so we had we camped up at Bodega Bay with a gentleman who had one next to us.
Then inside the Murphy Museum itself, a dealer from Irvine had brought up several brand new units. They brought up a 19-footer, a 25-footer. So I went through and toured those. You can see the bathroom, very well constructed, great materials, adequate room for somebody my size, microwave, freezer. Not a ton of storage space, but enough to get 2 people by comfortably. You can see there are nice sleeping quarters, nice kitchen quarters, dining area, etc. The awning on the outside, when weather. You've got the propane tanks up front, very nice ventilation and windows and awnings. This was the 19-foot Bambi at $73,000. I found it a little tight. I thought it was very nicely appointed. It looked durable. It looked like it would hold up well. But that bedroom for 2 people, I think, would be tight, tight, tight. The kitchen, the sink looked very nice. All in all, just a super day at the Murphy.